Former bodyguard Gene Deal has warned Diddy's son Christian about possible threats to his safety. According to Deal, Christian was behind the leak of footage involving Cassie, a move that has played a role in Diddy's recent legal issue.
Where you coming at 50 and coming at everybody, coming at his dad, like how you feel about that, Rick?
Well, first I want to say to this young man, before somebody take his head off, because see, that's that new school bull crap that these kids out here, they easy to fly out their mouth with that. You don't invite a man to your pride. You don't invite a man to your pride unless you doing the deal. If two men lay down, how many homos get up? Let me tell you, young man, 2 of them. You understand? So don't invite a man to your private, because that man will see you and take your head off. Especially somebody like 50. You don't send or let a boy do a man's job. I don't know if he needs that type of attention or he wants that type of attention. Evidently you do. But 50 is the wrong dude that you want to do that type of attention, get that kind of attention from, bro. In the infamous words of Waka Flocka, that nigga go hard in the paint. And I don't believe that this cat would even put out some trash like that and really didn't know what he was doing. He's teasing the federal government. And I told y'all, the Southern District of New York.
It appears that Diddy's own son could be the one to bring serious repercussions for his actions, possibly even leading to a life sentence for Diddy.
Something get leaked to the press. Do you notice that, right? As soon as he did that dumb shit, talking about, well, we did this and we did that. We had this over here. Y'all went to the wrong house. Some went to jail. Well, we gonna show you how wrong we are. Yo, CNN, run this. Action, roll. Don't play with the feds, bro. Because you got to realize this. They got a lot of time.
Just 2 days after attending his father's court hearing on sex trafficking charges, Christian King was spotted enjoying time with his girlfriend, Raven. A video posted online shows the couple having a good time after Raven spoke at the Essence Feed Deaf Funds panel on Saturday.
In law enforcement for 27 years, and I had the opportunity to see Hyde. It's a place where they have the state, the feds, the NYPD, the Department of Correction, and the state police. Yo, this place could be half of a basketball court. That's where they just got lines of computers with officers of all different people and officers just on the internet. Whoever's over that case, whoever's working that case, don't you know they saw that?
Just 2 days after attending his father's court hearing on serious charges, Christian King was seen kissing his girlfriend Raven and dancing with friends. He proudly declared on camera that he had the baddest girl in the world. His mother, Janice CMS, was also present at the hearing where Diddy was denied bail for the 3rd time with a trial date set for May 5th. Christian is also dealing with legal issues of his own. In April, a lawsuit was filed against him, alleging he drugged and sexually assaulted a woman named Grace during a yacht party. In December 2022, the suit includes Diddy claiming he is responsible for the yacht's premises. Both Christian and Diddy have denied the allegations, calling the lawsuit baseless.
Hi, Hector. See what's going on.
Grace's lawsuit also claims that Christian Combs boarded the yacht visibly intoxicated and made her feel uneasy with unwanted attention. Allegedly, he pressured her to take tequila shots, which she suspects were spiked. According to the suit, he then became aggressive and groped her inappropriately. Additionally, producer Rodney L. Jones, who was on the yacht, is mentioned in the lawsuit for having audio recordings that he says contain hours of evidence showing illegal activities involving Diddy and his team.
Old at the time. She believed that the trip would be a, quote, wholesome family excursion, but says it, quote, turned into a hedonistic environment, even describing rampant drug use among sex workers and celebrities who came on board. She believes that the alcohol on the yacht had been laced with drugs because she says women would have one drink and then almost immediately pass out or start falling over. This is, by the way, something that was also alleged in Jones's lawsuit, that Combs would spike the drinks of different people. But focusing on Christian Combs, Markey says that Christian Combs had been staying at a villa on the shore, but that he would come onto the yacht in the evening to party. And on December 28, 2022, Christian reportedly arrived very intoxicated and then proceeded to pressure Markey to take shots of tequila.
She further alleges that Christian Combs arrived on the boat heavily intoxicated and gave her an uncomfortable amount of attention. The suit states that Christian pressured her to take shots of tequila, which she suspects was spiked, and that he later became aggressive, groping her inappropriately. The suit also references audio recordings made by producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones, who was present at the time, and claims to have hours of footage documenting illegal activities involving Diddy and his staff.
Markey reportedly told Christian, quote, "Excuse me, you don't touch my legs like that. I'll move my legs where I want to. If I want to do this, then I will. You don't touch my legs like that." Markey then says that she told Christian she couldn't stay with him unless it was approved by a supervisor, all of whom she knew would be asleep at the time, so this was a way for her to get out of the situation. She claims that Christian said, "Who can I talk to? I'm going to say I requested you right now." Markey then says she responded with, quote, "Well, you can take your hand off my ass for the first thing." Markey says that she tried to go back to her work, but Christian found her again, wanted her to find him a place to sleep for the night. So she ended up taking him to the cinema room for the yacht, which doubled as a place for people to sleep. And she claims that is when Christian blocked her and groped her, took off his clothes, tried to force her to perform oral sex on him. She says that she was able to fight him off until someone came in. Now, the lawsuit goes on to say that O'Markey told the yacht captain what happened the very next day, but he didn't believe her, didn't do any sort of real investigation. She says the captain retaliated against her for months after the alleged assault, before ultimately firing her in May of 2023. Now, aside from her account, aside from a potential other witness, right, the person that allegedly walked in on this, what proof is there that this happened? Well, she reportedly has photos of the bruises that she says were caused by this event with Christian Combs. The quote was, "Our attempts to share this proof with Mr. Jones's attorney, Tyrone Blackburn, have been ignored, as Mr. Blackburn refuses to return our calls." Holly goes on to say, "We will address these outlandish allegations in court and take all appropriate action against those who make them." Then, the attorneys for Universal Music, one of the defendants who are also being sued by Rodney Jones for their alleged participation and facilitation of the human trafficking claim by Jones, they argued that the claims were so, quote, offensively false that one of these attorneys, Donald Zakarin, wrote, "A license to practice law is a privilege. Mr. Blackburn, plaintiff's lawyer, has misused that license to self-promote, gratuitously, falsely, and recklessly accusing the UFG defendants of criminal behavior." So a lot of back and forth that we're seeing right here. And again, to be clear, everything that Diddy and his sons are facing are accusations. They haven't even been criminally charged. These are civil lawsuits. There has been no finding by a judge or jury that they are liable at this point. Having said all that, this is a very significant.
Diddy is currently incarcerated, confronting multiple legal challenges, including 6 new lawsuits. Former bodyguard Gene Deal has expressed doubts about Diddy's prospects in the upcoming trial.
I think if their lawyers got that off, they did a great job. Because you got to realize some of these cases, even you get regular drug cases, they be taking a year or 2 years to go through all the paperwork, everything they want to do, how the guy weighed out, getting the witnesses and everything together. I think the lawyer's thinking that they're not going to be able to give them discovery and enough discovery in that short of time. Because the prosecutors are not going to present anything to the court that they think they can't prove. You understand what I'm saying? So the prosecutors is going to try to, go through everything. And that's a short time, bro. That's less than what? May? That's less than 7-8 months. You talking about 18 businesses. You talking about they got, I think they say 170 witnesses. You understand? They got 1,000 bottles of oil they got to test. Allegedly baby oil that they got to test. And I said allegedly baby oil because that's what the prosecutor said. Alleged baby oil. He didn't say baby oil. He said alleged baby oil. So that means that it may be something, or some of those bottles wasn't baby oil. You talking about victims in their state and presenting them to the court. So they got a lot of things. So that was a smart move by the defense, trying to get the trial a speedy trial, so the prosecutor only have so much evidence that they can present. It can help them, and it can hurt them too.
How you feel about Diddy lawyers coming out blaming the government for leaving, taking cats?
Well, the lawyers are doing what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to trying to try this case in the public's eye. You understand? So Diddy could probably get off by them saying that the prosecutor, released the tape. The grand jury has every right to see any kind of evidence out there that the prosecutor want to give them. Now, them leaking it and everything like that, that's not going to decide whether the judge is going to allow them to dismiss the case because they leaked this one this trial because they're going to try to state he can't get a fair trial because the prosecutors are trying to win their case in the public's eye. That's not going to be. It's going to be up to the judge to decide whether that was significant enough to not have this trial. But his lawyers are trying to do anything, and they're going to try to do anything to win this case without it folks going in front of a jury, without first going in front of the judge like that. So what they're doing is they're going to try to play all different kind of cards to make us think, you understand, the dude is innocent and he's been done wrong and unfair. That's what the lawyer's supposed to do. But it ain't gonna work, bro. It's not gonna work. Just like, hold up, but just like first bail denied, second bail denied, the third bail denied. They don't trust the lawyers, and they damn well don't trust Diddy being out in public or in the streets.
Gene Deal's warning about Diddy's son adds another layer to the swirling rumors surrounding Diddy, especially with theories suggesting he may have been involved in targeting artists he clashed with, such as Nipsey Hussle. These allegations, though unconfirmed, paint a darker picture of Diddy's influence in the industry, highlighting an undercurrent of suspicion around his past actions and associations.
Case, bro. They're going to continue to beef up their case once they continue to dig and get stuff. Once they continue to dig and get more stuff from the business part of it, they're going to use those charges. Because if he did anything that was illegal regarding tax evasion, money laundering, they're going to use that. If he had used his company and his power for the racketeering and things like that, so they can get the RICO Act on there, they're going to use that. Any new news that can make their case powerful and they can present it to the court, they're going to use it. As long as they give it to the defense team in the discovery, they're going to use everything. But it's going to be difficult for Pump to fight his case in jail. You know how hard it is to fight your case and go through every last one of those victims, or whether you know them or not. All that paperwork he had to do, you got to realize they only get a lawyer like 2 hours, I think. Anywhere from 2 to 4 hours. And maybe on certain days, depending on where you at. How are you going to fight his case decent in jail? But that's what happens when you lay your head.
So you don't see any kind of way to get out of this?
Bruh, I would bet with whatever I had that he ain't got no chance in hell in getting out of here. All because they already got one witness for the sex trafficking case. And that's all you need. And when you only have to have one witness for the sex trafficking case, even though she may have been a participant, and I'm talking about Cassie, it's going to be hard for him.
In a 2022 interview on The Crew Show with Real 92, 3 Diddy reflected on his role as executive producer for Nipsey Hussle Victory Lap album, which earned a Grammy nomination for Best Rap Album. At the 61st Grammy Awards, Diddy, founder of Lug Records, shared that Nipsey invited him to contribute just 5 days before the album's completion. Despite his involvement, did he mention that his name was initially omitted from the album credits, though his contributions were significant.
I didn't say he was a demon. What I think I said that you gotta watch what you say to these demons. And I might have put him in the same category. But I didn't per se, he's a demon. Now he does shit that I project that I see that demons does. When I seen him pick up that dove, and a dove supposed to be that of new beginning in life, and the dove fell to the ground straight like it was dead. The day he did that ritual in the park before he went to trial with Sean. Bro. And I'll tell you that story. If we talk about Shine. If we talk about Shine today, I'll tell you that story. All right? How about that? Now, don't go figure out something to talk to me and ask me about Shine. Yeah, but if we talk about Shine, I'll ask you. But what you was asking me is that, listen here. I did not know Nipsey Hussle. I knew of him and the positive things that he was trying to do out there in his community. The music that he was putting out. That I could say, based on conversations that I heard him speak, that the man was spiritually connected. He was a child of God. He had gotten in front of Puffy one time, and he told Puff that he was putting out this music, and I guess Puff was helping him in some kind of way, and he said something. And that what he said was, I need my music and my album to have the same feel of that life after death, like Biggie. Now, you taking a spiritual person who's asking for something. He said, I wanted that same feel as life after death. That same feel was that Biggie got murdered and he went on to sell about 10 million albums or 10 million copies. I was saying, you gotta watch what you say to Biggie, because it just might come true. You just gotta watch what you say, brother, because God said that you say it by mouth, you believe it in thy heart, and it shall happen. And when you got a strong spirit, and you that type of person, you gotta watch what you say out your mouth, man.
You think it was a good idea for Nipsey to be cool with Diddy?
I really can't speak on what and the reason why that man would, when he was already doing a great job himself with the team that he had. But somebody convinced him that would be a good look for him. But no disrespect.
This inside look into Diddy's contributions to Victory Lap emerged just a day before he was named as a headliner for the 2022 at Heart Trio Music Festival. However, Nipsey Hussle isn't the only artist connected to rumors around Diddy's controversial actions. His name has been linked to other troubling theories involving industry figures as well.
I want you like Mint to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, Nip had no ego. So, you know what I'm saying? Like Nip came to me and said, I want you to mentor me, I want to get into real estate with you, I want you to teach me all your, like your business secrets, you know what I'm saying? I was like, whenever you got questions, come up. And then on his last album, people do not know this. Somebody tried to jerk me, but I fixed it. I actually am one of the executive producers of Nipsey Hussle's last album, Victory Lap. Yeah, Victory Lap. So a lot of people don't know this. We got them to change it in Wikipedia. Somebody over at the label tried to leave my name out, but he came to me and said, I want you to be a part of helping me finish up this album. And so I was a part of not just the record I was on with him on his last album. He was like, yo, I'm a big fan of like life after death. You know what I'm saying? I know you got like that vibe, and I'm bringing like that vibe. Like my stuff, it has a West Coast sound, but also has a bad boy sound. So I felt like, yo, I really need you to come and help me out with this. So that's why I have so much footage of us in the studio, because like the last 5 days of him finishing the album, he came to me and said, you come on as one of the executive producers. And man, we had just started really getting extra close and tight. And then, everything happened. But individual that like sent from God. And I know we sad, and I know that we miss him, but I'm telling you, like, he did his work. the way he has inspired, the way he inspires me, he did his work. He represented LA like no other. Top notch, glorious, godly, positive, loving, trying to save the community. Like, this cat is really real. He was up there to me, but Malcolm X, Martin.
Now the man who once ruled the entertainment scene is behind bars in Brooklyn, just a short distance from the Hamptons where he used to host iconic parties. Diddy's rapid fall from grace includes serious federal charges for sex trafficking and racketeering. Alongside these criminal allegations, he's also facing more than a dozen civil lawsuits accusing him of assault, rape, and sexual extortion. One attorney claims to represent over 100 individuals alleging sexual abuse by Diddy.
Pregnant with Diddy, baby. You heard about that?
Well, I don't know why she would be named in the lawsuit for that, unless she did something that was illegal. Based on what you're saying, I don't think what she did was illegal. But then I do know that she had a beef with one of Diddy's girls, which was Gina. And they was talking about that back and forth on the internet with each other. Or somebody had posted some of the language and the verbiage between them two when she was saying that telling the girl Gina, if Diddy told you to eat my box, you would do it. So that was showing me that Diddy has some power over both of these individuals. And she was out there being threatening and talking to the girl crazy, and the girl was talking to her crazy, and they put all that on the internet. So, I don't know how it comes to play that that's some kind of federal law that the prosecutor want to use, but it may just be used for the fact that to show the control that Diddy had over these females. So if she say this, if Diddy told you to eat my box, you would do it. What kind of power is that? And this girl said that Diddy had already punched her in the head, kicked her, did all kind of crazy stuff.